Welcome to the setup, hosted by the Financial Bear with Chris Byrd and Lando, the BTS Specialist.
Welcome to the Setup in Camera podcast. I am Roger, the Financial Bear. To my left, immediate left, is Lando, the BTS Specialist. To my left is Chris Byrd, the music video director. And to my right is our special guest, Mr. Christopher Campbell of Icey Jace Films. Big name. So stop what you do, pause what you do. Yes. Real time now. Real time.
Don't pause you. Listen, we used to follow your video baby, and try to copy off of it. HD Moss, yeah man.
Every time I put up a video,
every time I watch it, Mr. Well, I'm going to get this, I'm trying to go.
That turn,
reverse engineer.
And you know, say, if that is the case, that means I follow me for over a decade.
Long time I follow.
That's from inception.
Yeah, because when we started out of necessity. We couldn't afford it, because we know about Dan and them, man, we couldn't really afford that money. So we'd have to buy a little point and shoot. Point and shoot, and we shoot a little camera.
That's the Canon them.
Yeah, camera merging, we have a phone shop and laying the female for one day and end up having it for, now we have it for 15 years later, we still have the point and shoot. So we normally like with a look and see and say, you know, say, maybe we can do that little style there.
Truth is,
feels horribly, but still,
it
teaches us.
Just like you guys, I started from a humble beginning.
Yeah man, very casual.
I started from a T3I.
A big camera.
Legendary camera.
Legendary camera. To get a big one,
I read something, man.
Earlier Icey Jace videos.
Yeah, man.
You know, the Wayne Wonder video, the Baby Sham video, them.
Clean
T3I.
like whistle.
Clean. I forget that props because.
Open still have it in it.
No, man, I really.
I'm not gonna lie, but they sell it.
Must have been one of them. Must have been one of them.
No, the camera I'm talking about the camera.
It's sell that long time.
Sell it, man. Sell it.
Yeah, man, but we're not the first time we say I the bag in the cast. We don't want to feel like we're rich. We have a little bag, the rebel bag and everything.
Yeah, man.
We have a different bag and we put it in the bag there.
Any director from this generation would have been familiar with the T3 series.
Yes.
Because for the first, before it reached the full frame, the Mark II and it was the T3i, T4, T5.
You know who don't like Canon though? To my left.
To my left.
To
my right.
No, you see, them have that thing to me with Sony, I hate Canon. I don't hate Canon, but that's prefer Sony.
And the truth is, the first camera I ever shot with was a Sony camera.
Which one?
I think it was the one with the power zoom. It was a consumer camera, because like I started out saying, I started shooting stage shows and interviews. Yeah. So I was using that, and I ended up buying a T3 after that. I couldn't afford the Sony, but I ended up buying a T3 after that, and that was my first official camera. You know?
But it worked though.
Yeah man, it does some good work over the years.
Some things they will do like
and nice color science, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't violate the color science.
Alright, since a camera we are talking about, what you didn't like about the T3i?
Well, at the time, it was a combination of things. It was affordability.
True.
You're just starting out. You don't necessarily have the big money to full production.
Listen, if you cannot afford it, the way you can work with.
Yeah, you have to start from what you can afford.
Yes, most important.
It wasn't a camera that you could rig, because it was really a hybrid camera.
Yes,
you know, you could do photos with it, you could do video with it. So it wasn't necessarily a camera that you could rig out, but what I liked about it, the menu system was pretty much simple and straightforward.
Yeah. The menu system. Okay, continue.
Simple and straightforward.
So confusing.
I think up to this day, Canon still have the best lens options. So at the time, you know, you had a variety. You have the Nifty 50, you have the Pancake.
I'm my brother in Christ. Continue.
Yeah man, lens options you couldn't lose. You know, I remember I got it with a, what I call it now, the lens where it come with.
Yeah,
kit lens.
Kit lens.
Right,
18 to 55.
Right, and the first lens I bought was a Nifty 50.
Yeah.
But I remember I had a bridging that had a pancake lens, that's what, a 20mm?
20mm.
But it was sharp. It was like the sharpest
Oh,
lens at the time for Canon.
Yeah.
And I remember borrowing it. So in other words, the accessibility to lens, you know, it was easy to get your hands on different types of lens.
Yeah.
So I love that about it at the time. And the color science, of course, Canon had amazing skin tones.
Right.
And yeah, it was just easy for punch.
A great beginner camera.
Yeah, it was easy for
A great
punch.
beginner camera.
So
The videos
you
from
kind of
like a
preempted one
flat.
of the questions I asked myself.
Go ahead.
What would you recommend for a beginner to buy? The first camera, investment.
Well, currently we're in a 2024. And boy, you know what? That's not a hard question. Right now, you know, if it is you have $1,500 to spare, 1,500 US.
1,500 you say all of it?
If you have it, because I know you probably can get something, but what I would recommend right now is the FX30. I would definitely recommend that camera. That camera is a game changer for those looking for a budget-friendly camera that still can produce stunning images.
We wait for a minute, but now we'll continue. Yes, sir.
But
Because Panasonic have better camera. But go on, man. Go on.
That FX30?
At 50
At that price point,
come on, man. Don't violate.
at that price point,
come on,
probably
don't
have to
violate.
put something on it. But you're
Don't
right,
violate.
Panasonic does have, I think, them up to GH6 now.
7.
GH7.
No, what do you recommend that? Would I recommend the S5?
The S5
S5
The S5
That
at
better
that
than
1600.
But
That's under 2,000?
1600, I think.
1,600?
S5 you can probably get it under 2,000.
What?
And the 2X, you can get it under 2,000.
And like I say, 'cause we have to remember, you know, there are certain cameras where come ready to shoot, and there are certain cameras where. So while I understand, I like the color science too, or the Panasonic,
Yeah.
but Panasonic to me is a camera where you kind of have to go a little bit further than
Yeah.
just the body,
Yeah, true.
right? And
True.
so you definitely are gonna need like a adapter. You know, you might not
That
be able
big
to buy
investment,
Panasonic lens,
Right.
right? So you might need an adapter. And I mean, it just depends on the budget.
Alright, but I say something I never want to say. Sony bad enough. As I tell you, I'm not against Sony. Sony full of features and things, but the only issue I have with it is the color science, especially with skin tone. If you don't get that correct, your skin them have to make a green kind of tint and thing, or kind of, if you don't know where you can't get it out too easy. That's why I'm not really a big, that's why I'm not a big fan of Sony for a beginner.
Alright.
I never say I'm intermediate, we can start out that. But I'm not say a beginner, so I'm not really would I recommend a Sony.
What I would ask is, because I don't really know, since I asked, what would be your most important feature, would I say, on a camera?
Most important feature on a camera.
That's for everybody, so what I'm answering, you tell me what you think.
Most important, I would think, I don't know, I like cameras that have built-in like specs, things that can help you to achieve the best look. So your histograms, which is why I prefer right cinema cameras, because most cinema cameras have those built-in already.
Right.
I also like cameras that are versatile, that allow you to connect to like your phone.
True.
You know, I
Like
don't
an
like.
external monitor or something.
Right, because you have some cameras where it's not as functional. You know, they're and one of them is probably everybody's favorite, which is Red.
Wow.
First Red camera I used, trust me, it was challenging. It wasn't as user-friendly as I thought it would have been. You know, so, but I like cameras that are user-friendly, and it comes with all the necessary cinema things built in. You know, your lighting, your histogram, your zebras, all of that, your peaks. I love
What's a
having
zebra?
that.
A zebra does a tool to help you keep it
Or them
focused.
animal there with the stripes. them
No,
kind of-
zebra. You have zebras. You have one of exposure. Peaking is one. It looks similar,
Right.
but
So
peaking is the one for focus. So if you overexpose, like something overexposed, it show you one little striped thing. I said, you see the striped thing. Them van just said this is
The
overexposed.
stripe thing them supposed to mimic the zebra itself, right? So that's how I, but also as him say, I really for exposure, Because sometimes you can't trust the monitor them on the camera.
Why not? Why can't you
Because either them low quality or
where
it
you
don't exactly
we at
reflect
the
what you're
sun,
looking for.
are we at the sun all them thing there? Sometimes you can't see
Yeah, the
clearly.
sun not shine bright, you can't see the
So
monitor
you might,
properly.
if the sun never shift, you can't say, oh, I trust my zebra then.
The zebra them tell you say yes or overexposed.
Yes or whatever. So the quick tool you can just flash on and see.
And like I say, it's very important. I mean, I think I recently will start get monitors where at 2400 nits where you can literally show in a sunlight through the color. But if you shoot with a long time, you know you have some production monitor where you literally have fight.
Fight, you have to put out some cardboard or fight that.
Right, so yeah man, tools like that very important in a camera, built into the camera.
Alright.
So what you do? What you use, Byrd? What's the best feature?
Me are simple because at T2 where I'm a go for autofocus. You can't live without it.
Really?
And God believe me, because when you have to touch and you have to chip on the camera to make you see in focus, when you put it on the focus and left it, it's like a dream. I don't think we could ever go back to manual focus too. Because if you don't get a proper feel and you look on the boy this soft, it's gone out of focus.
So is that important? Say something soft when I shot.
Well, yeah.
I'm not the main subject.
No, if you can get away with it, fine, but you have some situation you can't get it. Because I see a news report and a joke, I see a news report and the subject is out of focus and the background is in focus.
You know what I would say about that, because a lot of times we talk about video production and you have to understand, or the viewers will have to understand, say, there are different aspects of video production. You have people who shoot only weddings, you have people who shoot interviews, podcasts, music videos, commercials. Right, so the autofocus feature is useful in several of those categories. Like if I was shooting a wedding, I would want to know so I have autofocus to make the job that much simpler.
Well, I want to jump in because I do a lot of weddings, right? Yeah, you want autofocus, but you have to do a thing where you make the autofocus slow because you don't want your focus. Alright, so you have the focus breathing. Now, so you don't want your locking
What?
Alright, so focus breathing is where.
Well, I remember some done studied things when I learned in a class. Focus breathing. What is focus breathing?
It's when you breathe the focus.
No, but
the focus have couple lenses, innit?
yes.
Focus breathing is where when the camera is focusing from one subject to the next or from one point to the next, the lens causes the image to go either inward or outward. So it's like it's zoom in or zoom out. But all they're trying to do is to focus.
Yeah.
Right?
Like the 50-50 they used to be done.
Yeah, but 50 after that because it's reasonable. If they put no more tech in the lens, it's like expensive, right?
Expensive.
So it's like have focus breathing and them kind of things. Right? That's how basically focus breathing.
So when you look for something, it just kind of blur, then it comes clear.
Yeah,
When you
so
change focus,
sometimes when you compose a shot, you want the shot stay as is.
Yeah.
But if you go do the focus now, and the focus breathing, it might change the composition. It might get wider, it might get more narrow, and that might change what you really aim for, right?
it look away.
It look unprofessional sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get early, but it's
I
not
think
look
some of the newer
unprofessional.
cameras now allow you to adjust the focus breathing.
True.
While previous cameras it was just built into the system.
And what can cause that, you know, if the exposure too low, the camera fight
Can't focus properly.
So it just a jump sometimes.
That's how the thing with the
They call it
autofocus.
hunting, some people, in the
Focus
autofocus,
hunting,
they
yeah.
call it like a hunting kind of thing.
But the
Focus
camera
hunting.
don't identify what is the subject.
Yeah,
Right.
right. I must struggle to identify
But
the
that's saying
So you say zebra, when you say hunting, when you say
there's so
breathing.
much to
hunting
it,
just
brother.
means that
there's-
with subject, let's say image the subject. With him in sharp, in focus, like him looking. Maybe not you want in focus, at him. So in your focus point. So outside of that, that is a difference.
Okay, all right. Let's ask, what is your favorite lens?
You know
I want the real answer. I don't want the political answer. The real answer.
You know what lens? My favorite lens? I like lenses that are versatile. I know a lot of people like prime lens. And I do have a few prime lenses that I like. But to be honest, since recently, the Sigma art lens have been standing out to me.
Which one though? Which one?
Alright, so for many years, I would say for the Between 2016 and 2019, I predominantly shot with a 17 to 35, Sigma 1.4.
That wide,
That lens has been superb for me, especially. Yeah, but you know what?
Wait, what kind of camera did it point? What kind of sensor?
I think it was on what, the A6300 at the time, the FX30.
Oh, no, not that one.
Not that wide.
Right, so remember, you know, it's a crop sensor lens, it's an E-mount.
Right.
But at the same time, for me, the reason why I love it, it was versatile. It had the built-in zoom.
Talk to me, bro.
So, for
That
something
was
like
terrible.
that,
That was
now,
terrible.
people like myself who use stabilizers for shoot, you don't want a lens that, you know, when you adjust the zoom ring, it add weight, it extends, you know.
Keep the balance.
Right, so I see a lot of people using it. It got very dominant in Jamaica. But it's a good lens if you're a run and gun.
But it's heavy doing a difference still.
Yeah, man, it have a weight on it.
But yeah, so you
That's
can
one.
also say a quality though.
Yeah. Sigma art lens, I love them. They recently launched a few primes. I love them as well. But really and truly the king to me is Icey lens. I think nothing beats a Icey lens in terms of sharpness. You know, there's zero
Be my range this in.
Zero chromatic
Sell the
abrasion.
car and buy the lens.
Chromatic what?
Sell.
Chromatic
Yeah, but tell me
abrasion.
what that means.
Alright,
right?
that just means say it clear right now the fringe edges.
Oh, tell him explain. I forgot to tell him what his fringe edge is.
Alright, so
Normally like I look at kind of you do Photoshop. You can see a little glow.
Yeah.
You can put that glow in a little.
Like versus
Yeah,
a bright
yeah.
a bright background and a dark subject. You see around the edges.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what it is.
So that's what it is.
Alright,
Chromatic.
so based on the quality of the lens, you have more expensive lens that built into the glass. They ensure that there's zero or little to no chromatic abrasion. Basically, it I would say it adds an unprofessional look to the image.
Yeah.
But again, it depends on the price point of the lens. Cheaper lens definitely gonna have it, while more expensive lens.
Let me get I'm on the same lens. Actually I swap. I'm gonna get a Roki now. First prime ever had.
And you get the purple.
And Lord God, you know it too.
Yeah, man.
So
Familiar
when
with it.
it's when you take apart, I'm here say, where the purple something come from? And I say, you know the camera there, I'm there feta.
No, there's so wrong with the camera.
No, man, I check and I say maybe sometime, you know, camera, something like time to camera or dust or whatever.
Right,
And
so
it was very sharp, but it have that same chromatic aberration.
my first experience with the Zeiss was, I remember I got, what was it? Either a Wayne Wonder or it was a Bounty Killer video. But I know I wanted the image to look superb. And at the time, I had my own set of lenses, but I wanted something special. And I approached Asha. Everybody's supposed to know Asha.
The boss.
What's the
Right.
company name again?
Far Right Films.
Far Right Films, there you go.
Right. Big
Far-
up.
Right,
Yeah,
so-
Big up
Asha.
Far Right Films.
Big up Far Right Films.
If you need any farmer equipment,
Far Right.
Asha the
Oh,
boss.
simple.
right, so I remember approaching him, I drive go up to him house and I said, boy, Asha, I have a project coming to work on and, you know, I just want something nice, you know, something where it just have a look crisp, you know, the color, you know, I'm not got no banding, none of that. And he said, boy, I have some Zeiss lens, you know, I said, really? I never used them before, and he said, yeah man, if you go for quality, Zeiss. I remember renting one and after shooting with that boy, I have to call him and say, boy, Asha, you sell this? You sell this? Because,
Difference.
yeah, I just wasn't used to that quality at the time. So, favorite lens, Zeiss series. In terms of focal length, I like wide lenses.
Why?
I think it allows you to, I've shot predominantly music videos, so it's good for establishing shots, it's good for crowd shots, performance shots. If it was a case where I do a lot of R&B videos where we need details, then would I go something more, you know, higher up, 50, probably 85. You know, you focus on eyes and lips or something like that. But for dancehall, you know, say boy, most of the artists want to say, catch my full fit.
Yeah.
Catch my full fit, I want the full fit. So you want a full wide lens and yeah. So I prefer a wide focal lens.
Let me just piggyback on what you said. Alright. This is what always one of my pet peeves. when people want this full body shot, but because of doing that, the face is so small in the frame. Sometimes it causes an issue because remember if it's a crowded scene or something, you hardly get to see the person. So you have to shoot and close up and match it up and whatever. Sometimes it's a little bit jarring to go back and forth. So people always ask for that full shot and all that. But why we can do a detail? Why we have to get it full?
You know, when I started
out, it has one because the fit are one, you know. The fit are not just the shirt alone and the pants different.
No, man, the medium shots, you know. But because I said this full shot with nothing from shoes go straight up and you say, because you can't just go right the first step and you still have to go.
Well, I just set up it. Well, alright, think about remember she's an artist. Remember them I think them have an image in a feed them head.
True.
And it might not translate, but them a look on this way. So we are going down into that detail, but I ask him, but we're not kind of skip past the point. Remember structure, you know.
Alright.
The podcast have a structure. So we'll ask the next question. The next question is, what is your top camera accessory?
Top camera accessory. Well, I can't do without ND filters. You know, we live right on the equator. I remember like the first time I went to Germany, and it was a tour, like it was mind blowing. Like the sun just didn't get as hot as it was in Jamaica. You know, like if you're in Jamaica, you're looking at a building, you see this harsh shadow.
Yeah.
I find that in Europe, the shadows are soft. You know, the shadows don't cast as rough as Jamaica. So in Jamaica, we need ND filter. We can't do without them.
You use CPL?
Yeah, that's good as well. I use all of them, you know, all of them.
So filters is one of your top accessories?
Yeah, and I use, I like D-mounts. You know, I don't like using in-camera battery, them dead too quick.
And you make the camera hot too.
Yeah, shooting 4K these days, a D-mount battery is essential. I like monitors. You know, I like giving the client their own monitor as well.
Sure. Nobody will look over your back, brother.
Right. Yeah, I love my tripod.
Tripod?
I love tripod.
Oh,
I'm actually going back
like
to shooting tripod.
Alright. Hola. I'm no excited. Hola. So what happened to Gimbo? Gimbo wasn't the big thing.
We're asking accessories. We're talking about accessories.
I agree with him still in the car. I look for the tripod.
To be honest, I think I could have gone up my gimbal. To be honest, because when me to try shoot handle and on the sticks, if you don't get a whole lot of energy, especially if I shoot music video, it just look boring and locked off and what. Although, if you can get certain blocking and input there, that's how you're moving on the scene or whatever.
Right.
It will come off away. But these are things where you have to do rehearsal. Most people, when you do them, when you do shoots, people don't like rehearsing.
I think,
to be honest with them, if you tell a man to come and go walk through the shop, then,
I think all of them are tools, and each tool have a place. What I was doing a lot, and even me, I guess people consider me a big director, but I found that after a while I got way too comfortable with the gimbal.
And shots get predictable, don't you?
Right, they got predictable, and the cinematography aspect of it, the framing was looking the same like him say, and I wanted to dial that back a bit.
Can I say something? I'm going to say something, I don't want the tone away.
The tone away?
No, I don't want the tone away, but never the time. Why you miss it perfection? You have the top work.
The man is a creative, brother.
Your name Chris?
No.
Relax.
Start with C, said
close. Me name Chris. I don't mean a fake Chris, but a real Chris, but we have to do this. You see your work. I mean, I tell you a lie. I see your work. Your work them put together. You know what I'm saying? I know if I drizzy, the camera,
It's a team effort, man.
Feel like a sprinkle.
Big up Drizzy.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody have them sprinkle.
I see your work and your work looks. And I'm saying,
Let me tell you.
Alright, yes, thanks for the glowing recommendation. Alright, let's just skip past that. Now, to the real, one of the parts we're going to go down to the nitty-gritty. No. I'm known for in music videos. How important is set design? I want you to explain what set design is.
Alright, so for me, set design represent creating a unique idea for, let's say, a music video. It's formulating an idea and then bringing it to life. You know, so
Wow.
you have different, and it's funny you ask that because I do have a proper rental business that
Yes, that
focuses.
we're gonna go down in there.
Yeah,
We
we're
want
Then I have a promo. What are they doing?
to say.
So
How
for
important is it? Because
it's-
a lot of, to me, clients, when you do any form of basic set design, they don't want to pay for it.
Alright.
Them see it like
Don't see the value,
them
right?
don't see the value in
So-
it, and when you're trying to, when you're setting a budget, it's kind of like how you explain to them that this is important. This table, this light, this
We need this
background,
exact table
this
to match
thing.
the TV.
What exactly? How do you explain it to them? So it's needed.
Alright, so the first question, how important? I think it's very important. I think not every location will give you the look that you want. You know, sometimes you have to create something. You know, not all the times what you're looking for is going to be there already. So you have to build a set.
I like I'm cut at it. I like when I see a ding dong video. There was a ding dong video they shoot. I think I know it wasn't. Right? I face my radio is on my rooftop. I think I'm not sure. But you are kind of fake guys. But you see you put up some whole of flags and speaker box and this and that, and I say, yo.
So I can even use that video
Yeah, say,
as an
yo.
example. I did a video for a guy out of Miami named Beach Boy.
Yeah.
Very good artist. And it was a collaboration with Ding Dong. And at the time, I used to always pass this football turf. If you know where Dunn's Electrical is. Right, there's a football turf
On the roof.
on the roof.
Right.
And I remember I used to pass it all the time. Probably been up there once. And when I got this project, I said to myself, you know, it was during some World Cup at the time. And they had did a music video with Flow Rider
Yeah.
that was promoting World Cup, and they shot it on a turf with a bunch of flags. So that's the next thing. I pull inspiration from overseas videos. So I remember seeing that video for the World Cup. It was a World Cup video. And I remember saying to myself, you know, so the song I'm gonna have now, it give me that vibe there. And I remember going up there speaking to the owners and saying, listen, I want to book one of the turfs them for a music video. Now, if you say you go up there and you know the turf, then you know it's pretty much just grass.
Yes.
You know, there's nothing, just grass.
Not like some bunk or some fence. So
Right,
Like a
so,
net around it and the grass. Yes, that's
alright, so for me, I remember saying, alright, the basic is there, but we need more. And like I said, the World Cup was the inspiration, so I said, you know what, I could add some color to it. So I bought like 20 flags. And you know, all of the top nations, them Jamaica, of course, couple Caribbean islands.
As a football nation,
Right, so the Germany. Basically, I was just trying to bring color. The flags represented the color for the backdrop. And then I remember having like,
So that's an important thing. Color.
right,
Remember, you can't just be black. Everybody want black, black, black.
color is very important. And then I remember saying, you know what, a dance hall, so it's nice to have two speaker column in it as well.
Yeah.
Keep in mind the inspiration video didn't have any speakers, it was just the flags and the turbo. Me say, right, so how me I add my little gist to it and I say, you know, say a dance also. I could keep the speaker, I could put in the selector, make we have the little touch them. And I remember saying it's still missing something. And at the time I talked to Dre and I say, oh, what do you think we could have used that so? You know, say a couple palm tree would have worked too. I add some green, because to me plants add life.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I can't have it in the foreground
or the background, right? So I remember getting, I want to say, people things that would take up, you know. I go downstairs and I just see some palm tree, you know.
Don't try that at home.
No, man, place. I
Barry.
I downstairs in the parking lot, I see a couple palm tree and I just lift them up.
So come back.
How far are you
Yeah,
now?
Up the stairs, and not even the elevator, the stairs I take. But the truth of the matter is, set design is very important because, like I said, not every time you're going to get a location looking how you want. And
I personally think, you say that, when I see your setup, like the change now, to me, from the last maybe, whenever pre-pandemic or in the pandemic, but you see you have your cage, you have your cube, you have stairs, you have swing, you have swing.
We're going about the props now, I'm saying. Those specialized props. We ask, because you're going to my question, so whether some African part of this.
Right.
No, you're doing, what's the name of the company?
Right, so we have a prop rental business called Music Video Props JA.
Yeah.
And basically it's local based. And we
I
provide
rated a couple of flag 17 or so. Look,
We have all kind of stuff.
we support it.
We have outfits.
All in
Right.
But I'm just saying, these notice that there's been a couple new places where them build, they call it sound like the white rooms, but they're theme rooms.
right.
And you have other props like those. How you justify that? Like that cost factor, because most likely we're talking about a client. We're going into the client world now.
Alright, so
How you justify to a client and say, this going to cost you 35,000, or this going to cost you. In US thing would have to like 200 US or thing, and them don't want to pay.
alright.
How you justify to them?
What I would say is this. Most clients want to be unique. You know, every artist wants to be unique. They don't want to know that, you know, they're paying top dollars to shoot a video, and it's going to look like the last video, or it's going to look like their competitor's video.
True.
Most artists want to be unique, and that translates in the music videos.
Yeah.
So for example, if a client approach me with a song and, you know, when I listen to the song I say, boy, you know, say we need a set design for this. And he say, really? How much that going to cost? And I say, boy, probably by the time we get costume, you know, probably if we have to build something from scratch, you probably look on a 70 grand. You ask how we justify it. Well, basically I say, listen, what I'm going to bring to this video is something that nobody else has done before.
Exactly.
And a lot of times I like drawing for like international artists. So we draw for a hip hop reference and say, look, the last time you see this something like this is in a 50 Cent video. The last time you see something like this is in a Burna Boy video. You know, nobody locally has done it before.
Alright, when I say something, I know landlord I say something, I say something. I remember we have a conversation, maybe like maybe 2 years now. And we were talking about budget and I call it, because I never look at downtime and I call about budget time.
Remember?
And like when I call you, you tell me a figure and I say, you know say that figure they come like a big jump like jump off of the roof and you're near I did the first jump as a jump program for jump cross and part and I started feel like I said, this man is gonna make me jump off and mash up. You know what I mean? But I think and then about a week later, 2 weeks later I will reason and think back and I sit, wake up and I think about what you said. And then I start check out something and I say, this is why the video them never look one way. Because the budget is not there to set up background, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? So the video them are look the same. The video them are looking the same way. Because remember, everybody have access to the same location.
Exactly.
Water, lane and over.
Exactly.
So,
so
when we have budget we can pump into your video to make your video look different and unique and even more creative when you can put more ideas into something.
Exactly. And
you know what I'm saying? So
just
me
going
have
back,
to give a rating for that. Because you never have to give me them advice. And
man, it's necessary. And it's necessary, and you know while we're on budget, I'm going to do something I say a lot of people do, and I do it. Because the truth of the matter is this interview is going to be online forever. And I feel like a lot of times people do interviews and they don't really touch. It's like, you know, you're sitting and you're watching an interview and you wait for them to touch on a very important topic and you find to dance around it.
Do it,
Jack. Preach.
I get the opportunity to want to speak on budgets and I really want to speak on price, so at least some of the younger directors them can know.
That's the one that cut the road about. That's straight. Cut the road about.
Take the tour.
I'm going to say some things, it probably going to upset some people, but like I say, it needs to be said. Firstly, we're in 2024 and I feel like locally, we're in a good space, we're going in a good direction. Speaking about the video production,
Yeah.
everybody within the video production space, we have better cameras, we have better gear. It's opening up.
Yes.
What I'm asking the artist, let me speak directly to the artist. What I'm asking
Doing
the
what
artist to do, respect the craft and understand, so as directors when we submit a budget, all of this money is not
Don't come
necessarily
over
going
me.
into.
Yeah, me I say,
Well,
yeah,
Pay
the money. Don't do about this. And some boy. We gonna talk. Some boy. Some little boy with them foot.
Well,
Stop the little $2 thing and I style the people. Listen.
what we're gonna do?
Listen. No, but listen, mama.
What we're gonna
Listen. I'm talk it straight. Me we talk it, my back broad. Wanna stop take the little $2 work. And then you come back to it and you want to look like 50 cents. Wanna stop it. On a little phone man, a little gimbal, and not talk about bleach out and don't expect the said money. Listen, when you spend on the money.
So,
Make
I'm
about that, man.
gonna be honest now. As somebody who have a foot in the industry, I just talk it like it is. There's a lot of directors out there, and I think the artists them will take advantage of, of the directors.
Yes.
Because they know say a lot of the directors them will look at opportunity,
Anything what them can get.
and they're underpaying the directors.
Yes, of course.
And I personally, I've been in that situation when I just started. I'm not gonna be real now. Artists, the directors, they must make the effort to get the best equipment,
Yes.
get the best cameras.
Yes.
They must spend, you know how much for a drone?
Yeah, oh.
They must invest in them craft.
You know what your lens?
You know how much it costs for
Yeah.
a drone, a professional drone operator to go by yourself? Go
I
by
speak this first message for the artists then. I speak directly to the artists. Spend money with these directors because 90% of them I take them craft very serious.
Very serious.
You understand? And when you underpay them, basically you just undermine the business. So that's the first thing. Second thing, directors. What I love for the directors them, it's a bit difficult, you know, because ego in play. Most of the directors them are man. And we have ego. But what I love for the director them, you don't have to be an official union, but at least we need to come together as a collective and create price points
Of course.
for music videos
Right.
in Jamaica. We need price points. We need to know what is the base price for
And what
music
it
videos.
come with too.
And we understand that everybody a shoot at a different level,
Yes.
but we still need base points.
Base points.
We need base, it's very important.
I'm tell you something too. Kind of half point, but it's the same thing when you talk about. I remember when I started at the studio, and the man in my class, and everybody around just a Grammy winner. Who now win Grammy for this, I win Grammy. No matter if you say they're foreign alone Grammy winner, whole of a Grammy winner for a Grammy producer. And them have the set issue, and them have to come and talk to each other. Can a person come and say, Icey Jace, say $50. You know what I'm saying? And then go over there so, and tell you, say, yo, you tell Icey Jace, at $30 you were saying, I saw them, so them have end up call each other and I talk to each other on the phone, and I talk to each other to realize that this person is playing one against the other.
To me, that's probably the third point where I bring up the middle people.
Yep.
Because the middle man sometimes are
Yes,
the one
it's
where
worse.
sabotage everything. But
Sabotage.
as I said, directors, I make us start with some figures.
Yeah.
Because I realize when people get the opportunity to speak, then hop, skip and jump over certain questions as far as figures. I personally believe if you're shooting with any form of cinema camera locally, and this is before we put the top end, the location, the
Just walk
the
out to
props.
the camera, right?
Right.
Cast,
This is
these
before
models,
you
whatever.
put any of those on it.
Actors,
If you have a production crew that you've seen their work and they're putting out quality work, I don't believe you should be paying them less than 250,000.
Jesus
I
Christ,
don't believe
Father God,
somebody
Jesus.
with a cinema camera.
Don't make me ball, don't make me ball, don't make me ball.
I don't believe somebody with a cinema
But
camera.
what about in real life? When somebody comes with $50,000
Alright,
and they want a video that and them say a burner boy video them want like that.
Babe, nobody care about the 50 on the burner, but
Or if you tell him, what when them call up on the phone and say that to you, what must you say to them?
don't believe it,
Hold
bro.
on, let me
Burner
say
boy.
this.
Guess that time.
What I'm going to say is this. Expectation is one thing, but let's...
Yeah.
So,
That's one of the questions we ask. How we manage client expectation.
hold on, let me finish this point. So I believe The bass, and I'm saying this publicly because this is what I believe. I know people now agree, but me personally believe if you're dealing with a production team that is shooting with cinema camera,
Yes.
them have cinema lens,
Yes.
them have stabilizer,
Yes.
them bring lighting,
Yes.
them have drone, them basically bring a full production
yes.
on your location. Base price should be 250,000.
Base price.
Icey Jace said that. I know people now agree,
No, but
but
after me, no, but
that's my personal opinion.
Can I
Cause
say something?
we have to even add in wardrobe. Now we have to literally buy clothes or rent clothes for the artists and
But
the
Because they can't dress, but
before we reach
that
that, you know,
include you bringing persons on your team, right?
that includes the
Yes,
production.
yes.
But the reason,
This one is a team. This
Let
man,
me-
as long as we know him, he might work with a team.
Let me-
Let
me justify the figure.
Price.
yeah, let me justify the figure now. The reason why we have that figure. A base cinema camera,
Yes.
base cinema camera, you're looking at 1,500.
Yeah.
1,500 is close to $250,000, right?
Yes.
So if the cinema camera alone, without a
It is
gimbal,
$250,000.
Without lens.
without lens,
It's $250,000.
without lighting, without the crew,
Without the camera person.
right? So
Because all I know, I tell you, but enough time we now put in, say we need to pay the man them where do the work.
Yes,
Exactly.
we're not
Just
doing
talk about getting the equipment to the location. We not even talk about
They don't
paying
edit
myself.
But when you
Right.
turn it over reaching the location, too
So-
expensive gas location.
so let me finish the point.
Buy
Basically
one
what I
NC, don't buy
say is,
10, buy one NC.
Buy one end, but about the crate,
If-
just buy one anything.
if you're booking a production team to show up on your music video shoot and they're bringing 600,000-700,000 worth of equipment, I believe the base figure, and this is without, like I said, talent, without location, that's the base figure. There's no way you should be paying them less than 250,000.
No way.
No,
That's
as far as
that's little bit. It's 1,500 US.
as far as
1,500 US. That's not a lot of money, you know.
as far as managing expectations, if a client approach me with a 100,000 budget, truthfully, would have passed him to somebody where I look for bill them repertoire. Then, me personally, I try not to, unless it's a case where I listen to the song and me personally invested because I own my equipment now, me can make an investment in the project. So the project still have a cost.
Yeah, but you have put an
But me,
investment.
I put up my equipment.
All right, I jump in and say, when you call your grip, or your assistant, whatever, call your grip, call your cameraman,
Makeup
call
artist.
a makeup artist. Remember saying, are you not pay yourself yet?
Exactly.
You don't make them money.
Right, so-
I remember saying, I like you pay yourself 20 grand. Remember saying, I shoot and edit that. Shoot and edit.
If him have an editor.
If you don't
If
have
you
it,
never edit,
because
all right then.
paying an editor, you have to pay them premium price if it's not an in-house
Exactly.
editor.
Because the editor going to make the visual look like something else.
No, but
So work them
because
up
kind
with
of all in one now. But this is my thing. We have to value the work. We said it on the last podcast and we said it right now. The attitude. I'm going to talk about the business part of it. The attitude. When they're doing something, we're building an artist brand. When a song is going out there, we're building a brand. And sometimes the artist don't even realize it. Because we have a guest in there. So, and when him do the video for the artist, it wasn't a big name. And the artist sang Runway. And him, I tell the man if you don't take it off him channel because he might make a money off it. When him invest for him thinking probably him not get no money out of the video, him like the song, you know. And now the song Runway, you have to understand so when somebody's spending their money and building them brand, it's not free. When the attitude, when we come in attitude and we delivering the authentic experience of the music
And said
to
for
life.
hours. And said for hours.
And we do not make excuses.
Yeah, the whole money
We
now
don't
going
know.
in the pocket
To
of
be
the
honest,
director.
if you're a video professional right now, we do not make excuses. Rain could have fall, somebody foot could have broke, somebody feels sick. We do not cancel, we do not postpone, we fight. And when we fight, I don't know Icey Jace got maybe different from me, because I work with some more higher. But when we fight, we do make excuses and we should be respected. And when we charge a figure for somebody to come back and say we can get it cheap around the corner, that will make you tell us something we want to say, become unprofessional. Because no matter what we are, you expect us to be professional. You expect a professional product and you expect it to be done in a timely manner. And I'm tired of these people going around and paying these people. Some people promise them big video with 50 grand and then the man last and run off and don't come back. And then they come to me and say, I just lose 50,000 now, this man not answering phone. I want to complain. I want to know, say, it don't cost that. It don't cost that. We're there, sir. The podcast we're there, so the income we're talking about, we invest in equipment and skill. Well, on me with that. If we have to talk the financial part, this is a business. And we're in the music business. If we mean a wedding business, it's business. So, while I'm brother, I understand, I'm listening, a little bit passionate. But when we call out our bed, we do not make excuses. We don't ask if we're up on the hilltop, we don't ask nowhere. We go and we get it done. So the respect needs to be put on we name. So we say Icey Jace Films, when we say Land of the BTS Specialist, when we say Byrd, when we say that, is a brand that we work to get with brand. So it comes at a cost. I know I've been pushing it right there, sir. So what you say, brother?
I'll say something to you. Some way have a thing called imposter syndrome. I feel like if a man spends this money, it's like one day if it's worth it.
Yes.
And that's something we need to break. You know, like a church, they must say break the chain and break this, you have to break the mindset, you have to see when you get, your mind has to change up. If a man come and say to you, say, what do you, I should show you an example. A man come to me and say, I shoot a video, want a video. And the man budget is 370,000. 370,000 watch this and resend something this. And if me no watch me and spend, me and my brother don't go me the money. If we never know some people that make certain cars, because people think, that's a lot of money. No, but when you call a person, call them, and this, for done and that, for done and that, all them sitting around, tell me for line you tell. A line you tell?
No, man,
People don't know how much it costs for location. People think they just show up somewhere and shoot. No, that's if you are doing the informal way and then when you meet up with the people them for the location is a problem.
But on the time, them
So,
give time.
to get the location, proper money you have to spend. As I said, transportation, entrance, everybody there is good. And that includes them have water for drink, them have food to eat, right? To ensure that
Proper place where
them
they can
dress
change.
properly, place to change.
Secure place.
security.
Alright.
Security is a must.
Very important.
Indeed. If you are traveling with the equipment, you know,
Hundreds
so
of thousands of dollars you're driving around with just like that and acting like it's nothing. When somebody take out a drone and take out a $300,000 drone in the sky, remember I put it at risk, you know. So when I tell you a price,
we have to be.
when tell you a price, you can't come negotiate and negotiate down and say, you know, say a thing, do a thing, that's all. It comes at a cost. Yes. So I will tell you kind of last in the sauce.
The passion,
We kind of last in the sauce.
nobody around the table in the business, you know, so all I want to make valid points and totally agree. The figure I just mentioned don't include location or anything.
No.
I'm just trying to show the younger directors, somebody right now watching this podcast who is looking to come in the industry, say, look, don't necessarily seek to try and build, because I understand building a portfolio, but you have to be careful. Because if you start off the wrong way, you're going to continue the wrong way.
That is a mistake when me can take that blame.
I sponsored that a couple weeks ago, $50,000 music video, summer sale. So I said, brother,
you want to cry?
I said, man, even if you do a thing, you post it up like it's an official thing, brother. Like I'm going to make a 50,000 for you, so you tell a man this man paying like you're crackhead.
But what you know, them are going to interpret the sale price as the price now.
They're not going to change.
If me know say, yo, 50 grand from this to get me
something. If you start low,
that means
if you start
anytime
low,
outside that time period, I can't get it for that
if you're at a bargain, it's going to remain a bargain.
That is when you put yourself in a corner, because sometimes the figures that you started,
it's not cannot work.
the client expects that the figure where you're going to stay with.
5 years later.
5 years later.
Yo,
I remember
right?
the first person we shoot video with. Beg me, you know, I'm to like interview thing for a magazine. And the man said, can you shoot a music video? And I said, I want him never shoot for myself, you know. And I'm like, no man, try a thing. I'm charge him on a figure. He say, 40, he say, 30 grand. He say, have. I say, may I try out a thing, no worry. When I work out, by the time I pay the transportation cost, food juice, I come back, I never come with little food, I never come back with a 10 grand. But I feel like I do something. That's about years, a couple of years now.
Maybe 10 years.
When the man come back now, I tell the man, say, listen, as a you and you start, I have a respect for you and your father have a big time reggae artist and I have respect for you. Give me 60,000 and I shoot a lick or something. And the man I tell me, say, I'm not answering phone. No, I look at it to myself say, imagine, I mean fall at them because I'm starting them, I'm working bad. And I don't mean it's the artist who was shooting for is a legendary artist. The video we shot was a legendary artist and the man didn't want to pay.
Alright, let's be real now. Because we have to kind of dial it back and be. Even in our everyday life, you know, we want to get value for our money.
Yes.
See? So, if somebody come to you and I sell you a Beamer on a Toyota price,
No, you're going to take it.
nothing wrong with it, you know.
You're going to take it.
Would you not take it?
Of course.
Alright.
So I have a question.
No, you're going to take it.
No, man. Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, man. Nothing wrong with it.
I said the situation is my understanding, nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing at all wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it, man.
No, the reason why I use that analogy is to say that's basically we are providing the BMW service,
Yes.
but we are charging a Toyota price.
Of course.
And if we continue to charge that, they will continue using it because the service of BMW.
That is true.
But because they are charged a Toyota price, you will get the work,
Yes.
but you can never charge a BMW price.
Never.
Then, and we have to understand, say, we have to learn to negotiate, like you say, a business.
Business.
And a lot of time we only come with the creative, but we not understand, say, we have to improve the negotiation skills. We have to know, say, all right, here where you only can pay that, you need 50% of the royalties on the video. So that way if the video go 1 million views, we need my name on a piece of paper. We say, all right.
Say that again. I like what you say. Say that again.
So now we have to learn how to negotiate.
Exactly.
Not everything is going to be money,
Yes.
but we have to learn. Probably you never dare think about going into production, you never want a ding dong song. But
It's opportunity.
we don't want to use ding dong, you know.
Yeah,
Ding
man,
dong
call
out.
me and better. What I mean is,
But I use ding dong because of my dudes.
You have 10 million video with
So, you do a ding dong video, but let's say the budget is strong.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to negotiate. You have to learn how to find alternatives to get to your price point. You know? So probably the client can't pay for this ding dong video in cash.
Cash.
But what you can say is, let's assume the client is ding dong himself or him will pay for the video. You can say, all right, ding, here. You know, say, really and truly, I'm really in a production, but I have a rhythm.
Yeah.
Here what? I'm going to work with your budget, but with a love for your voice, that's something.
Yes.
So it can be a barter system, is it?
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
if you put out this video, we shoot it for this price point, we shoot it for this price point, but here what? You see the royalties thing there, the YouTube royalties there? I'm going to need you to add the name to it and we can share it. Because remember, you know, we never get the full payment for the video. But I'm willing to share on the back end based on how much royalties it brings in.
Yes.
So we're not going to always get the cash, but we have to learn as directors how to negotiate and how to bring people to our price point. Even if it's not going to be cash, it can be in barter, it can be in other services.
Right.
You know? Not all the time the client is the artist. Sometimes the client is a producer. Probably you need to take a one rhythm or take a two rhythm from him.
That's true.
That a film skill set. So probably you can go in a production, you take a two rhythm and you know, so you work with two other artists over here, so you come, so give them a rhythm. You have to learn how to negotiate to our advantage.
I cut 2 dubs for me then.
Or cut 2 dubs, something.
Simple.
You know? Find another way to get to the budget where you're comfortable with. Don't just undervalue yourself and put out a project. Because all the way around the table, I'm sure we'll go through it and we'll try to stop Uno from making the same mistake.
Yep. Value your
You
work.
understand? Value your work from early, that way you're up on the right path from early.
So we reached that point. This is I am Roger, the financial bear, Lando, the BTS Specialist, Chris Byrd, the director, and a special guest, Christopher Campbell, Mr. Christopher Campbell, aka Icey Jace Films. And this has been the In Camera
Podcast.
Podcast.
The setup.
Yep.
Man.
Sorry, man, I'm a little emotional a while ago. You start talking, so I shake up a while ago.
No, man, go on, man.
Shake up when you start talking.
Get that cut
Shake up, man.
to make the younger one them know
Shake
them
up,
make the same
man. Shake
mistake.
up, man.
The Setup.